was a stifling hot and humid Christmas period in the colony of Queensland in 1898 at Gatton. A 29-year-old Michael Murphy had returned home from his government job at Westbrook to enjoy Christmas period with his family on their farm at Blackfellows Creek, 13 kilometres out from Gatton. He had 9 siblings and devout Catholic Irish parents. Life was good. On Boxing Day, he'd taken his younger sister to the Mount Sylvia races at Cavney. At 8 p.m. on Boxing Day evening, he escorted Nora, his 27-year-old sister, and Alan, his 18-year-old sister, to a dance at Gatton. When they got there, they found the dance had been cancelled, so they turned around to head home in the dark of the night. They never made it. By early morning, Mrs. Murphy, quite distraught at this time, sent her son-in-law out to search for them. He found their bodies in a paddock not far from the Gatton Hall. They had been murdered. The horse was dead, shot in the head. The sulky was overturned, and their bodies lay with their feet facing the west. Michael had been bludgeoned to the head and shot to the head, both on the right side. He'd also been robbed of 15 shillings. Alan had been bludgeoned to the head twice, and she lay on a rug. Nora, she didn't fare so well. She'd been strangled by a horse harness rope or strap found around her neck, and she had also been bludgeoned to the head. Their brains were protruding, such was the bad blows to the skull. The girls had been raped, seemingly by a brass handle of a whip, which was never found. Mr. McNeil went to the pub and informed all the locals on the way to the police. The police investigated, slowly at first, as the crime scene had been trampled by thousands of people. Autopsies were performed at the local pub the next day, and their bodies buried without permission. The police brought in the native police force to try and track the killer, and over 1,000 letters were received by psychics and dreamers telling police of where the bodies were and their predictions. This type of thing was common in the Victorian era. No murderer has ever been found. The bodies were eventually exhumed and a proper autopsy was done, and such was the police mismanagement of this case that a royal commission was conducted in 1899. To this date, no murderer has ever been found, despite the many theories. Life went on for the Murphys, but it was never the same. Alan, Nora, and Sergeant Michael Murphy were finally laid to rest at Gatton Cemetery in Queensland, Australia. Rest in peace, our pioneers.